Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too, so come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah, hey everybody, it's Susie Q, so come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.
We're going to do this again. Welcome to Q Aquatics and Exotics. My name's Susie Q and today we are chatting on a Sunday night. I'm hoping you can hear me now because the little button on my microphone is now green, whereas before it was red. That is an amazing hashtag. Thank you, Scott, or whoever thought of it. Thank you. I left Scott's stream about 15 minutes early to get set up. Hit that thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I struggled even going live tonight. And then I thought, you know what? Every time I go live, I always feel better. So I'm going to give it a shot here. It's been a tough week in the fish room. So I know this is the wrong platform, but story time. We're going to talk about my rainbow fish. I'd say 7 of them I grew up from a fry. I got some from speakers that came to the club. So anyway, yeah, I have audio now. Yay! So I guess it was Monday or Tuesday, I forget when. We'll just say one night. I noticed I had a rainbow fish had died. I was like, what? Because they were only like 3 years old, 4 years old. Anyway, there's no reason for that I could think of. So I did a full water change, probably 75%. And then the next morning, I went to test the water, and 2 more died. I started panicking now because it's a 55-gallon. So I moved them to a hospital tank where it was easier to medicate. And all my testing came up good. My GH, my KH, my nitrites. And I went to work. And when I came home, 2 more had passed. And within a couple days, all my angelfish were gone. And I have no idea why. I tried everything. And it just made me so sad. And I can understand why somebody would just say, I quit. I can't do this anymore. I couldn't document it because I was so sad. And I had emailed Steamfot, Bob, and because I thought I remember him a couple years ago, like losing a lot of angels really fast. And they looked great. There was nothing wrong with them. I didn't add new fish. There's nothing. I didn't add the new kind of food. I didn't use for the life of me, I can't figure out what happened. Now in that tank are 4 Buenos Aires tetras. They're doing just fine. And about 10 Cory cats. They're doing just fine. But all my rainbows, day after day was 1 or 2 or 3. I started off with general cure, then I did I didn't know what to do, and before I got an answer from Bob said, he's not a doctor, but he says it's a good chance it could be TB. They looked perfectly fine. Like I don't understand. So it was like, and then I'm like, what business am I having of being a fish keeper? Like I just went through this whole silliness in my head because I'm kind of new to fish keeping, a couple of years, and I thought, don't beat myself up. But I was still like, and then I didn't document any of it because I was like crying like a baby. But anyway, and I don't want to bring everybody down, but I got to talk about it because that on top of being in this dark place to begin with, you know, with the anxiety and depression, it was like, okay, I can understand why people would have a hard time. But then I started thinking, okay, just, sorry, hold on. It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. I'm going to go to the chat in a few minutes because you guys always make me feel like a normal person, a normal fish keeper. You always make me feel decent. I always, and I know one of my main goals on my channel is to get people interested in fish keeping, trying it, and if they try it, how to be successful at it, and when things go wrong, don't give up. And it was like, okay, just listen to my own words. Listen to my own words. We're not giving up. And then I just started like, so now it's kind of like an empty tank. It's clean. It's beautiful, but it's just got the cory cats on the bottom. And I don't even know what to do with them. But I had to talk about it because to me, it felt like if I'm going to do this and I'm going to keep going and I'm documenting my journey, this is part of my journey. You know, it's not all rainbows and unicorns. Well, it can be rainbows and unicorns, but you know what I mean. So that was really tough. That was tough. And yeah, Bob Steenfeld said it might have been TB. I don't know. I don't know enough about. And then I thought to myself, should I know more about, like, I didn't even have time to act. It was day after day after day. It was so fast. But, like, should I get more, I don't know, educated in, you know, like, all the different kinds of diseases? Or do you kind of learn it like I did with cars? I learned about cars as I bought a car. Like, I had a satellite. I learned about satellites. I had an American Rambler. I learned about Ramblers. You know, I got a Volkswagen Bug. I learned about that. I didn't learn about all different cars and then pick one. So, and maybe that's what I'm going to do with these diseases. Like, I don't know if I could have done something different, but it did make me kind of sad. But I'm going to take my own words, my own advice, and you just don't give up. Don't give up, man. There's so much pleasure. I get so much pleasure out of this hobby. This is few and far between. Few and far between. Let me see. Let's see this chat. Hey, and so that's why when you guys started coming in with that hashtag, it was like, wow, that is so sweet, so sweet. Yeah, we can hear you now. Yay! Oh, it was a bad week, Candy. And then please leave Susie Q a like. Thank you. That hashtag though, I thought I was gonna cry. It was like perfect. I was like, wow. How's the snake doing? Look at everything. I know. Don't give up. And I know that in my head, but I felt like crushed. I felt, well, I am responsible, but I'm not responsible, but I am. Yeah, the onus is on me. Like, I'm the keeper. I'm the one that does the work. I'm the one that should be giving them the best life I can. They're only like 3 or 4 years old. They weren't even old. Don't let it stop you. The same thing happened to me, and now a decade later, I'm wanting to get back in, and it's daunting. Oh. 11 phone numbers. Who's a chick magnet? Who's a chick magnet? Oh, hey, Lisa. Look at everybody. Teresa, Dragonlair, Peplin. Oh, I guess Bob's a stud. Bob's a stud. Sorry for your loss. Yeah, psychedelic hippocampus. It was tough. So, and then I thought, I've been outside so much. Maybe I'm neglecting my fish room, and I'm not neglecting my fish room. I lost over 15 fish due to a power outage and cried for days. Katie, boy, do I get that. Boy, do I get that. The last power outage we had, I lost the fish that were in my hospital tank, and that was horrible. Yep. That's how you do it, day by day, learning from mistakes. Absolutely. There are too many kinds of diseases. That's right. Like, I think I'm pretty good spotting ick, the difference between ick and velvet, that whole cottonmouth thing. If you got squiggly things coming out their scales or worms coming out their poop. And I got a microscope for Christmas. And I thought, this is great. I'm going to scrape the scales. Well, I didn't do any of that. Please. And what do I do when I look in there? Like, what am I going to see? Like squiggly things, right? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my gosh. Don't beat yourself up. No one can know it all. Oh. Learn them as you need them. Right. As I got it, then I'll get it. So yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. Hey, John Larson, I put the need of the tank before one fish. If I see a sick fish, he's removed. Exactly. Now it's funny because now I have this hospital tank, and which is a 29-gallon and a 55-gallon. I don't know if they're contaminated. Like, so right now the 55-gallon is just a Corey's and the 4 Buenos Aires Tetras. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, do I just leave it as is? I'd be like, was it just a rainbow fish disease, or is there still something in there? There's that like I don't know. Oh, Scott, thank you so much. $10 super chat, and it's #LoveYouQ. That like the best hashtag ever, Scott. So thank you. I really needed that. I'm sorry to hear for your loss, Q. I remember when my platies died each day. I was so disturbed. Never knew what happened. They looked healthy. Exactly. And that's what I was like confused about, because I thought, okay, I'm going to do a quick water change. Everything will be good. The next day, oh my God, I woke up to do the water testing and 2 more were gone. And then it was panic time because and I had to go to work, but I was a few minutes late half hour late for work. But then I had to move them over to the hospital tank. And then I had to test the water in the hospital tank to make sure that it was the same temperature and everything, because I didn't want to cause more damage. I was like, wow. Yep. We get attached. We do get attached. I get attached. I do get attached. On a lighter note, love lighter notes. Hey, Connor, is it your birthday? On a lighter note, my phone has been completely blowing up with people's messages for my birthday. That's today, so it's been fun. Happy birthday, Connor. How's it going, everyone? My pleasure. Thank you, Scott. Just keep pushing through. Am I safe to drive after one cooler? Gonna have to ask somebody else that one. Has anyone sprayed for bugs? I do not spray for bugs. I have those mesquite things that I put around the top. Greetings from Jamaica. Hey, fish keeping Jamaica. You had a hard time talking. I would break both tanks down as far as possible. And then what? Do you ever trust that tank again? When I got my baby angels, I was sent 4 in a case. Something happened and did 1 die in shipping. Ball for hours. I didn't even know. Yep. Whip's World. Hey, Whip. I haven't lost fish yet, but I was shocked to learn how high my nitrates were. 40 years of experience. You'd think I'd know better. But after years of things going as they should, I let it slide. Very nice. Yeah, happy birthday, Connor. So what I did is I started building, the last live stream, I had a baby turtle pond. And that was pretty cool. And I got an update for that. But the front pond looked so good on the one side of my house that I kind of wanted to do something on the other side so that my stairs come down. And so, of course, it was hot as can be. And I thought, I had a lot of emotions in me, so I had to get out my emotions somehow. So I started digging. And I started digging. And I digged, and I dug, and I dug, and so if you guys want to see what I created, it's not quite finished yet, but I dug, man, I dug. First tank a couple months ago, got 15 guppies, lost all new fry, and all 2 fish paradise. To a paradise? Oh, parasite. Found a microscope, still have not identified it for sure. Yeah, I think I'm going to set up my microscope and start learning how to use it, how to identify it. I've gone to a couple of really good speakers that are experts in diseases. So if it was one or a thought of one, maybe I would be able to see that specific thing. But I was just so caught off guard with this. And yeah, I just don't, sorry to hear about your fish. Yeah, it does suck, Ozzy. It does suck. Yes, you can use the tank, even keeping the fish in it. Yeah, well, I've got the Cory cats are still in there. Buenos Aires tetras, 4 of them, and I think I don't know. I guess I'm not ready for fish, obviously, so I'm just gonna let it sit for a while. And then I broke down the 2 hospital tanks, sterilized everything, tried to sterilize the python because I realized I used the python in there. So what I did was the net cleaner, I put the python in and sucked up all that stuff and ran it through and then spit it out. And so I'm hoping that helped with the python. Now, Rachel O'Leary, I don't know if she still does it, but she's had this really great concept. Just like, I think it's little PVCs. So the python doesn't ever actually go in the tank. You just attach the hose to this PVC, which is in the tank, and it drains the water. And they stay like hooked onto the tank. So, and then each tank would have its own net. I'm very bad with that. Like, I have like 10 or 12 nets. I have 50 fish tanks. I cannot say that I have a different net for every tank. I cannot say that, like, I even rinse off the python when I'm doing water changes. If I'm doing this wall of water change, I don't think I've thought that through very well. But yeah, I don't do that. And I don't know if that's critical. I would imagine it's kind of really critical. It says critical. Happy birthday. Yes, you can use that tank. Good. Thanks, Katie. Who's working in the fish room? Hey, science gal. That's pretty cool. Your last video. Was that you and your husband, Jesse? That was pretty cool. I'm going to have nightmares over Q saying Bob's a stud. I was reading the chat, man. I was reading the chat. Make that gray thumb blue, pointing thumb upwards. Oh. Oh, you want to see it? Yay. Okay, I did take a video clip so I could show the video clip. Now, keep in mind, it's not quite done yet. It's not done at all yet, but let's see if I can. And I'm going to probably talk over it like I usually do. So this is the front. It's like one of those Home Depot 40 gallons. It's just got a little Laguna pump in it that just enough to circulate the water. Then over here is a small tub that I had my platies in it. They're not in it yet because it's not filtered. I got that garbage pick spout into another spout. And I started taking some of my creeping jennies out of my other tubs and put them here. Some mondo grass. Then I just started grabbing whatever plants that I had around or hadn't planted yet. And the reason why I went with the white stone, because if you remember on the other side, I had these amazing large white stones. So they're right here. Let me show you. See how this is a cement. It goes down about 6 inches in my yard, and it's got river rock cemented to it, and that cuts across this whole thing. So I kind of had to plant it around it. But I wanted to kind of like match it to the other side. So that's as far as I got so far. And I'm hoping it grows in. Now I do have some black fencing coming in, so I can do the same fencing, except for it won't be because I'm not going to have a turtle in it, so it doesn't have to be super enclosed. Let's see. Hey, Danikin. Danikin, are you going on after Funk tonight? I think I heard Scott say that. Funkin' 40. Bob is a stud, though. Peplin Creek said that, Bob. Cross-contamination is the worst thing. It has to be avoided at all times. Okay, so I can see doing it like what Rachel has is like a PVC upturned inside hanging on each tank. So my hose never goes inside a tank. I can do that. So really get like a different net for each one, or more of a bucket of cleaner and clean each net in between each one. I don't know if that would be sufficient. I don't know if the net has to soak for overnight. But I'm really bad with cross-contamination. Really bad. Because I guess it's never hodes in the house. I guess it never affected me before, so I guess I didn't think about it. Yeah, I did see that video. I did see that one, Riley. You know how you watch a video and you think, yeah, but that's not for me. Hello? Hello? Oh, you like it, Lisa? Oh, and Candy? Good, good, good. You're such a design. Thank you, Holly. Oh my God, it looks good. Thank you. Oh, that bark does not look like it's safe to be around. The black bark isn't safe to be around the tub. Talk to me, Mr. John Larson. What is not safe about the black bark around the tub? She said it again. I did. Must be true. Whip said it. Lisa, did you get that sorority 125 move? You're going to have to watch a video and see that. Woo-woo. When you get down on yourself, stop. Look around at that amazing beauty you create, and that's a reflection of yourself. Aw, that's sweet. It does look good so far. I can't wait for it to start bowling in. Now, I think the pump that I have is a little too powerful. So I try to turn it down a little bit. But John, I want to hear about this black bark. Whip's World is still broken down. Mostly it will be for a few days. Yeah, I'd be really interested in that. It might have oil in it. I'm really hoping the bark doesn't get in the pond. But is that what you mean? Like it's not good just to have it? What's the best bark? Or bark at all? Like what's the best? I'm going to have to look up some different people besides the rock. Like obviously I cannot pick up a lot of rock. I can't. So I kind of substitute with like flowers and things. Because I got black bark all over my yard now. I have it around all my... Dag. So do you want to see an update to my small pond? Let's see here. Now, it hasn't really filled in quite yet, but I do put about 1.5 inches of water in more than the day before. The plants took really well. The plants are filling in nice. The turtles are basking. They're not like hiding every day like they were before. Now, my tortoises, let me stop here. The beautiful hibiscus. Do you see this hibiscus? It's a twig. That's it. It's a twig. And on the other side, yeah, ravaged. I actually had, ravaged, I say. I actually had a 2x10 blocking them from getting to the hibiscus tree I just wanted the roots to settle and grow, and no. They plowed down. If you know anything about Russian tortoises, or just about any tortoise really, big or small, they're like tanks. They just plowed through it, and when the big girl couldn't do it, her two friends helped. All three of them just plowed it over and devoured the hibiscus. Now, granted, I get these hibiscus bushes for them, but usually I like to pick off the flowers and pick off the leaves and give it to them like with their meal. But they devoured the whole thing. This just gone. Gone. But I was so happy that the baby turtles aren't hiding now. They're coming out. They're basking. Now, I have to kind of sneak up on them and look at them because if I walk there, like I startle them. But I'm really excited that... Really excited. Oh boy, do they love their greens. I put in frog bit Now the baby turtles, they chew on it here and there. But my other turtles, they devour the frog bit, the water hyacinths. They don't touch the water lettuce so much. No Salt BP's in the house. Hey, No Salt. Wow, Trinity. Petos Jr. I love that setup. Thank you. Hey, Select Pet. Kids got into the cookie jar instead of having just one for dessert. You talking about my Russian tortoises or your kids? My Russian tortoises absolutely devoured all of them. So I do have 4 more, but I'm not going to put them in their enclosure. I'm going to keep them next to their enclosure like I do with all the lettuces and just break off different leaves and give it to them when I... That was super fast. Super fast. Oh, hey, Chris. Love you, Q. Love the hashtag. Love the hashtag. Oh, my gosh. I so needed that. You guys have no idea. Because it's tough. Now, and it's... Oh, the torch. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if anybody in the chat ever suffers from, like mental illness or depression or anxiety. And the fish keeping hobby has absolutely helped me tremendously. And our community is amazing. I find it very supportive. I'm not talking Facebook. I'm talking our community. Very supportive. But sometimes when you go down that rabbit hole and you don't even realize you're going down and everything's starting to get dark, it's really hard to climb out. It's really hard. And I know it's like nice when people say, well, just reach out. I don't think it always works that way. So I feel like I'm coming on the other end of it. And I never know what triggered it, what happened, how it happened. And I didn't want to do a video on it because, maybe I should do a video on it, but I don't. It's hard. So I kind of wanted to just keep moving forward. And then when the rainbow fish, I was like, come on. And now, it is tough sometimes. And now it's Sunday night. And I'm starting to feel better. And I'm on here and people are talking and people are positive. And I think that's what I forget sometimes. Like, I'm not in this alone. And John helps any way he can. You know what I mean? But it's really hard. My outlet has always been aquariums all my life. Also plants. I love the plants. I've started collecting cool house plants again. Oh, Skitzer Cat. I love house plants. I love tons of them. I was bringing them outside for a breath of fresh air. So I set up a little wrought iron 30-inch wire rack outside and started bringing them out. It's in the shade, kind of. Gets a little bit of sun, very little. And as I was carrying them out, like this just adds to all of it. As I'm carrying them out, I noticed my hands are black. I'm like, what the heck? And I put it out. I was covered in little black ants. Now keep in mind, I brought these from my house, from inside my living room. As I was bringing them outside, I was like covered in ants. So I rinsed them off, went inside quickly, brought everything outside as fast as I could, brought them right down to the pond area, like just got them. I didn't even stop at the porch, covered in ants. It was like an ant party. It was, I can't even think. It was definitely an infestation. And how did I not see ants everywhere in my house when there were that many? And it was basically one rack. This rack didn't have any. This rack didn't have, but this one rack, about 10 plants. So I kind of did like when I'm transplanting aquatic plants into the pond. I rinsed them off took out all that dirt, rinsed off all the dirt, and got fresh potting soil and just started all over again. I was like, wow. Wow. But I love plants. If you experience things, others do too. Yeah. And it's nice to know that. It's nice to think that. For some reason, when I'm in it, the fish will forgive me. Oh. Keep your head up. Thank you. You can prevent a gray thumb. We do. I do forget. I understand a lot of what you're talking about. I go down dark roads a lot, and sometimes before I even realize it, my head goes places that, quite honestly, I should probably get help for even thinking. Right, Connor? I'm telling you. So I practice, and I don't know if it's going to help anybody, but here's what I practice. And in my head, I can't help the first thought that comes into my head. I can't help it. But I can stop that second and third and fourth. Like, so I don't have to take that thought and run with it. I can change it. And here's how I change it. It's very simple. So I could be sitting there, and as soon as I start going off into that, and this is when I can catch it, going off with the first thought, and then I just start thinking about it and going down a dark road, I look at what's right around me, like, oh, telephone, coffee cup, black table, steering wheel, like whatever's there, to try to bring it back to the reality right here and now. I don't want to live in that craziness in my head. And when I can do that, it snaps me out of it instantly. Instantly. So I don't know why I don't always catch it, though. But when I do catch it, the pandemic and things going on make it super difficult. Oh my gosh. That's an understatement. Ants will nest. Oh, they sure did nest, let me tell you. No, they're not the biting kind. They're just the irritating, creepy, crawling kind. If you get a kissing gourami, he will kiss the glass at you and make you happy again. Oh, I love that. On a cute and funny note, I saw a tiny baby bunny today, and it could barely peek over the grass. Oh, chubby baby bunnies are so cute. Lisa says, Susie, do you still want to go fish shopping with me? Oh, hell yes. That sounds like an amazing time. Yes, yes, yes. I absolutely do, Lisa. Absolutely. I was supposed to go fish shopping with Scott today, but because Liz went away, we have to postpone it for a week. Absolutely, Lisa. Yes, yes, yes. Pam enjoys collecting rocks. That's interesting. Lisa, yes, she needs to get out. Oh, thank you, Lance. Yes, I do. I need to get out. Hey, Kayla's Aquatic. Bob, great to see you as always. Aquafunk. What? What? I got to look at my phone for this one. $10 super chat. Aquafunk. Wow. Q rocks like an 80s rock band pair of socks. So do what's right and twerk on that like button tonight. Thank you for the super chat. Q rocks like a 80s rock band. Oh my gosh. Now, I kind of blacked out most of the 80s, but still stuck in the 70s. Thank you so much for the super chat, Aquafunk. Thank you. That actually helps. Lisa, baby bunnies are so sweet, aren't they? I love lamp. What? We call those ants. Pissants in the south. Ants, pissants? Is that what you mean? Oh, I had ants build a huge nest under one of my hang on the backs. Oh my gosh, you got bit? Biting ants, man. Honestly, that's why y'all haven't seen a lot of me frequently since the pandemic happened. Well, happy birthday, Connor. Sorry I have to bring John. That's okay. John's okay. We can, you know. I am a rock collector too. Oh, look at these rock collectors. Bob Kaler. What did you do here? Oh, look at that. It is a boss. I love the super sticker. I love that I can actually see super stickers. Thank you so much. The $4.99 super stickers. Did I say that right? Super sticker. Thank you very much. Now, I do want to remind everybody 25 minutes to Aquafunk. To Aquafunk. So that will be good. Rock hound here. So what kind of rocks do you collect? Are you like when you're at the beach and you just like pick up rocks, or like every vacation you gather rock? Like, and where do you keep the rocks? Now, I know in the 70s I had a pet rock, and I collect rocks for my pond, but it's not because I'm love the rock. So I'm very interested in what makes that fun. I like that. A bunch of his collect rocks, Oh, that's so cool. I didn't see Melvin. Is Melvin here? Hi, Melvin. Melvin. Oh, Trinity Phoenix. That's right. My bad. Hey, Melvin. 51 watching and 50 likes. That's a freaking amazing. That is amazing. Thank you so much. I was so hope I didn't like bring people down. That's the last thing I want to do. But I almost feel like I'm lying if I don't talk about it. So I just had to talk about it, and I'll give it some time and keep that tank that just has a Buenos Aires and the Cory cats. And I will work on eliminating cross-contamination. So I'm going to start doing some super researches on the cross-contamination and how to fix it. Because there's so many things that go back and forth. Now, when I'm feeding, no, my hands don't go in the tank. The nets, like if I'm scooping out duckweed, I guess it's basically the python. The python, I think, is basically any beautiful rock that I am able to collect without harming anything. Oh, I like that. That's nice. Madfish Diva 9.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Hashtag hibiscus fun. Those dang tortoises, man. I mean, that's like, you know how you get something like I'll buy a box of crackers or something for my granddaughter. I don't intend for her to eat them all in one sitting. Kind of like enjoy them. And then I had to think, because they devoured their breakfast, absolutely devoured their breakfast. They're nonstop eating. Part of me wants to set up like a traveling, what do you call it? Like a big dog pen. And then I was going to just let the tortoises out and eat the grass and stuff, but I just put down sod. Like, they can't eat my sod yet. It hasn't even taken. Thank you, Madfish Diva. Thank you so much. Holly says, everywhere creeks online, semi-precious. My fiance is a truck driver, and he hates when I scream, stop the truck. That is great. I put my collected rocks in my garden. My friends used to travel and get a rock wherever he stopped and grab a bunch for me. Oh, that is so nice. So I do have a lot of ponds. Do I want another obsession? No. But I would love to see some pictures of somebody's rocks that they've been collecting. If you have Instagram, let me know, because I would love to see them. Now, every once in a while, there is a rock that catches my eye, and it's usually the ones that are been like a little sparkly, like a granite, like them. Bringing us down, are you kidding? You openly talking about it helps the rest of us realize our own issues are okay. We're all in this together. Aw, Mr. B, thank you. Thank you. Good. I don't feel bad. Thanks. And it is. Now, you can hear Sophie, can't you? Sophie, I wish I could do like, come here, baby, come here. And she would just fly to me. That would be so cool. So we are getting so comfortable together, and I love it. She'll step up. I don't let her go past here because she won't come down once she's there, because this is where she wants. I just had to let that hormonal time of year simmer down a little bit. As she starts doing this, yeah. I sing to her every night. I just videotaped her taking a bath. So adorable. And so it seems like late at night when everything's dark and she hears people walking, she'll be like, oh, like we kind of wake her up. But she practices a lot of her vocabulary when it's very dark and quiet. And she said, Susie. I heard it clear as can be. Nobody could tell me she didn't say it. She won't say it on demand, but she said it. And I was like, oh my God, she said Susie. Didn't you, Sophie? Yeah. I like that, collecting rocks and putting in your garden. Very, very much. I have rocks from all famous places around the world, like Stonehenge. What? In Australia, St. Peter's Square. Piece of the Berlin Wall. Now that is awesome. That is, wow. Okay, so either it can be just special rocks that you see or from the different areas that you go to. Very, very cool. It's kind of a joke about Pam picking up rocks at McDonald's and places or borrow, and you said you couldn't lift rocks. Hey, JH. JH is in the house. Supreme Gecko. I keep jumping in late. You can jump in late anytime you want. So I was just revamping one of my, what was I doing? Oh, my Euromastic. I was fixing his enclosure, kind of giving him an upgrade. Because he had a big hide like this, and I was lowering it to the ground. But anyway, making it rock, so make it a little hotter. And I pulled down my my little roly-polies, and some of them are booming. Some of the colonies are absolutely booming. Now, my dairy cows, I don't see any babies, but they're still there and they're still doing good. But the zebras, tons of orange. It's like crazy. So I'm glad you're here. That's awesome. I took a train to California to see my son graduate, and every stop I picked up a rock. Wow, I'm from the Midwest. There are so many awesome people here, JH, and they are so upbeat and so positive. I know what you're talking about because I also suffer from anxiety too. But fish keeping helps me. But since the situation, the stores aren't open up slowly, I only have a couple fish. Yeah, that I gotta say, it's making it different, and I feel like odd man out, like, because I'm that one that everybody hates. I'm that one that isn't gonna wear a mask, so I'm not going in stores, and it just makes it hard. Like, why can't I just be like everybody else? But if everybody was like everybody, then what a boring place this would be, right? But I'm very blessed. Mark De Niro's real close by. He has a store. There's like 5 local fish stores. And I'm so thrilled that they're all stayed open because obviously we need fish food. I need crickets. Oh, that was my daughter calling. Yee. I just blew off my daughter. What? I just blew off my daughter. Hopefully she realizes I'm on live. Oh, yeah. I had to stop Amber from taking flag rock from the bank. Well, I don't think the bank sells it, so what's the problem? Just kidding. The indigenous Tennessee rocks. Supreme said, congrats on the Isopod. So what babies from... No, I don't have any babies that I can see from my dairy cow. And I picked through, and half of it is moist, the other half is dry. I don't know. They're just not breeding at all. That would make her a bank robber. Would that make her a bank robber? That's funny, Mr. B. Oh, thank you, No Salt. Please hit the like. And nope. Thank you, Candy. There's my Instagram. Dragon Lair says, cute. Any friend who travels, I ask them to pick up a rock for me. My friend Warren was at a Great Pyramid 2 years ago, and he brought me a rock from the base of the pyramid. Wow. That is pretty cool. Holly says, I tried to lift a rock from our bank garden the next day. They asked me if I knew that they had over 20 cameras. So good to know that our money's safe. Just not your rocks. That's funny, Holly. Skitzer cat. Am I saying it right? Skitzer cat. Oh, yes, you can have another little addiction. Rocks are one of the best things in my eyes. You know what I do like? Or it says plant pots, gardens, fish. I had when I was a little girl a rock polisher. Because I'm up from the Scranton area. There's coal mines. But we used to put rocks in this tumbler and it would polish the rocks. I love polished rocks. I have quite a few of those. I guess I do kind of collect, but I don't know if that's considered, well, I guess they are rocks. They're just not, in their raw form. Lisa says, I took a few rocks that were out front from the Olive Garden, embarrassed the heck out of John. Oh my gosh, all these people with the rocks. I think that's great. Where do you live? I live in Baltimore. Skitzer cat, I live in Pennsylvania. Southeast Pennsylvania. Sophie, you're not going to start screaming. She's looking out the front, like, I think she's looking for John. Fish room hand towels are notorious for cross-contamination. Oh. Yeah, I use my pants. Like when you take your hands out, I just go like that. Oh. I guess that's just as bad as a towel. There's so much. Wow. You have your sense of humor. Yes, I do. I thank my mom all the time for my sense of humor. Even when she was in hospice, she cracked so many people up all the time because I guess I get it from her. She's always said, if you can't laugh, then what's the point? Sophie, I'm on a live stream. I wish she could come here. Come here, baby. I think I'd freak out if she just flew to me. Blowing off your daughter. I know. And I sent her a video to watch, and then I blew her off. Yeah, that's how you do it. But she should know. She should know I'm on my live. She's popped in before. Be right back. Okay, Candy. My nephew found coral red isopods. Wow. In northern Alabama in the gravel where they parked yesterday. Now, I thought about that because I flip over wooden rocks all the time and I see isopods from all over. But I was always afraid that they're going to have, how like, I don't know, I guess I always thought they could have some kind of disease or worms or something. How did I stumble on this chat? And I'm amazed at this chat. I was wondering if I subscribed to your channel. Did you subscribe to me? Thank you. How did you stumble on? Yes, Skitzer cat. How did you stumble on here? Welcome. Welcome. We're meeting at the first fish store at noon. Oh, is this the Tennessee meetup? I think it's like 800 miles away, but it sounds like so much fun. Tennessee meetup. I had a rock polisher too. That was awesome, wasn't it? Sophie. I want to bribe her. But that's not cool. I hope to make the Tennessee meetup. Oh, JH, I'm so jealous. How are you going to make it from New Hampshire? That's a whole lot farther than I am. People in my town write words on rocks and set them around for people to take and set them somewhere else in town. What? That's a thing? Like, I'm trying to think, what would you write on a rock? Like, Something's making noise in the other room. Oh, I hope it's not a filter. Sounds like a hang on the back filter. Oh. So you write things on rocks in hopes that people pick them up and put them somewhere else. That is interesting. Bob, not unless my nephew decides to come take me. Uh-oh. Wally says, I know a Mark De Niro. Great fish buddy. Yeah, isn't he great? I love Mark De Niro. Looked him up, Indiana. Same person, still into fish. Haven't seen him in 30 years. I will have to get in touch with Mark. Thanks. Absolutely. Absolutely. He works 7 miles down the road and he's in my fish club. So I will tell him. We're doing online meetings. We're not doing meetings in purpose yet. Oh, but that's so cool. Holly Gibbs, I have polishers there in the garage. So noisy, but oh my gosh, they make the rocks so pretty. So pretty. I have a pebble for Nancy Ward's grave. She was an Indian Cherokee princess and married the first governor of Tennessee. That is so cool. Did you steal it, or do they have pebbles there for people to take? Have a good night, Susie. Message me later. Good night, Lisa. Thank you so much, and I cannot wait to go shopping. Going to be Tennessee meet only because I'm in Knoxville. That is so convenient, Katie. Skitzer Cat, I'm not sure. Okay. Caleb has found several. It's really cool. So when Caleb does he actually put them in somebody else's yard, or does he keep them? That sounds like something fun. Now I'm going to have to start looking at rocks to see if there's any writings on them. And how do you get people in your town to start doing stuff like that? My family is in Tennessee. Great excuse to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, so to speak. Yeah, don't be killing anybody. So we have a bank and a grave robber. Interesting. Oh my God, that's so funny. That is very, very funny, Mr. B. They write their name, or peace, or love, or calm. Paint flowers, smiley faces. Aww. That sounds like fun. This trip is to Store Tour in Atlanta next Friday, Q. Ed, James, Bob, Brad, and I. Dragon Lair, I wish I could go. You have no idea. That sounds like a fun thing to do. Funk in 7. Wow, this flew by, guys. You are so amazing. He leaves them in other place. Wow. How do we get people around here to do that? How would that... I guess if we have a local Facebook page. You could start it that way, I guess. Or do you just leave a rock with a painting on it, so I hope somebody picks it? Nah. I guess that'd be pretty cool. Our town's been doing it for a few years. I found a few and made a few myself. I would absolutely make a few. Yeah, that sounds like fun. That sounds like fun. Well, you guys have been a Facebook group. Yeah, like my local Facebook group. And see if anybody's interested. I mean, how great is that to unite a community? At least some of the community, right? I love anything that you can do, like with the kids and the family, and love it, love it, love it. We have goods. Oh, Geo's scavenger hunts. Wow. That's some serious stuff. I've heard of that. Paint and leave them at a park somewhere, and it starts from that. Well, guess what? I live right across the street from the town park. Yeah, it's got a playground, a couple fields. What do you call that little baseball when the kids can barely pick up the bat? We got one of those fields, and then we got the high school. Oh my God, that's what I can do. I might even start by saying, no. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. I have no car and I can't find a way to Atlanta. So I probably won't get to meet Ed, James, Bob. Aw, you're so close. Hey, Big City Badass, how are you? Look at Amber's in the house. Hi, Amber. About to feed my first thawed mouse to a new snake. Should I video it? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I want to see it. Is that weird? I want to see it. On the back of the rock, they have made it across country. Wow. Just do a bunch of rocks and set them in places. People will take them. Some will think it's a good idea and do it too. Pretty soon they are everywhere. Oh, I'm going to love that. And each rock is going to have a little cue on the back of it, the ones I do, just so I can see if they're moving to people's places. If you ever have time, send me a 1-minute video and I will check your dairy cow enclosure and give you a review. Oh, awesome. That sounds awesome. Thank you, Wally. I really, really appreciate that. Because my other isopods are propagating nice. I just don't know why the dairy cows aren't. We might need legislation to limit fish tubers lifting public rocks. Pee-wee baseball, that's what it's called. They're so adorable. They can stand up there and they're swinging bats around. We've had the decorated rock thing here in Nashville. There was a hashtag painted on the rock. Look up hashtag 615 rocks. Oh, I'm going to. Oh my gosh. I'll send you a link to our local Facebook group and you can get the idea. Oh, that would be great, Candy. I just think that would be so much fun because what a great idea. I mean, everybody is like at odds with each other. There's chaos and hatred everywhere. Let's do something fun and bring people together. I love that idea. Yes, Bob, film it. Hope she's settled enough to eat for you. I cannot wait to see. Your shirt is so cute. Oh my gosh, thank you. I feel like 20 years younger. Like I've never had a shirt that like wasn't a full shirt. Like it's like, but a lot of the shirts are like this. So I figured, let me go for it. Thank you. Okay, we need a hashtag for funk. How about this? Hashtag, what's it called? Rock collecting? Funk rocks. I love it. Hashtag funk rocks. Get it? I love puns. Hashtag funk rocks. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. That's perfect. I can't believe it's already 8 o'clock. You guys are so awesome. And since my song is probably 30 seconds long, you know, I want it kind of stuck in your head. So, you know.
To show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too. So come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q, and I'm here to show you just what I do. I got a passion for fish and exotics too. So come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q, and I'm here to show you just what I do. I have a passion for fish and exotics too. So come along with me, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah, hey everybody, it's Susie Q. So come along with me. Said I'm Susie